everybody. Hi. You're looking at a picture of something that I've already eaten, already made and aged. This was really good. This is a mint pistachio pesto with red peppers. It was such a delicious snack. So that's what I'm here to talk to you about today. I'm going to flip the camera around. Hey, hi. I'm Dr. Meg Hayworth. I'm a holistic psychologist, nutrition strategist, and a private celebrity chef. And I specialize in gluten-free, dairy-free, sugar-free. I've been a celebrity chef here in Hollywood for, oh gosh, about 8 years now, but I've been in the holistic wellness world for about 20 years. Yeah, can you believe it? I can't. At any rate, I'd love to help people with what to eat. You know, it's a big problem to try to solve. What to eat when you can't eat the things that you used to eat. And I was one of those people. By the time I was 27, I was so sick. I've had fibromyalgia, chronic fatigue syndrome, irritable bowel syndrome, chronic infections. I had chronic muscle spasms in my neck and upper back. I had all kinds of problems. I was falling apart by the time I was in my late 20s. And I learned that a big part of it, a huge part of it, was food. At least that was the underlying thing that helps you get well, is food. So today, as a celebrity chef, I do create a lot of different dishes for my clients, snacks and dinners and all kinds of great things, so that they can eat well and feel well. So yeah, so hey, I can barely see who's coming on, but thanks for everybody coming on, and thanks for all the hearts. I'm loving it. It's great. It's really cool to be able to have this forum and be able to talk to you and share with you all of the different things that I've learned, so I can help you learn what to eat. So let's get on to snacking, shall we? So pesto is one of my favorite things to make for snacks, and I make all different types. I mean, you can make pestos with like basil and cilantro and different types of nuts. Like I used pistachio in that one that I started with. You can use walnuts, really good, because then it's high in omega-3, anti-inflammatory properties. It's just really good stuff. So, because your food is your medicine, but your food can also be your poison, and we don't want to keep poisoning ourselves. That's what's causing all these chronic illnesses here in the United States, especially. We are considered the most powerful country in the world, or at least that's what they tell us. I don't know. And we are the sickest, and there's just no excuse for that when we have so many great resources. So, all right, kale chips. Hello. Do you guys love kale chips? They are so good. I have a couple of brands that I love. These are like things that you can grab and go. This particular brand is one of my favorites. It's just like, they're the greenest kale chips I've ever seen. They make me think like, wow, that's got to be so full of nutrition. Here's another brand I really like. Actually, it's the same brand. It's just a different. This is like more of the decadent one. This is the cheesy one. It's not. There's no cheese in here. Yay! But it tastes really good. Like kale chips with a glass of red wine as a snack in the evening. Oh, it's like a nice little appetizer. Olives. That's a really good thing to snack on. Delicious, healthy, really good for you. Olive tapenade. That's a really great thing. You could do olive tapenade with rice crackers. Mary's Gone crackers. Have you guys tried those? That's such a great brand. Flackers. Flackers. They're flax crackers. That's another great brand. Really delicious. So kale chips. You can do smoothies. Those are great snacks. I do a zero sugar smoothie. It's going to be on the Fit to Love TV series pretty soon. I think September 29th, so it's really soon. So if you just keep checking back, you'll be able to see that video. It's great. It's an easy recipe, as smoothies typically are, because you just like dump them and you turn on the blender and there you go. But this one's zero sugar and it's chocolate, so what's not to like about that? I have a motto when it comes to desserts: if it doesn't have chocolate, then it's an awful waste of sugar. We don't want to waste that. Anyway, typically I don't eat sugar. But sometimes, it's hard to avoid, of course. Okay, so back to the snacks. I'm looking at my notes over here. Oh, baba ganoush. Yum. That's roasted eggplants and with tahini and olive oil and garlic, and oh, it's so good. It's a wonderful Middle Eastern snack. It's great on cucumber rounds with the red peppers that I showed you at the beginning of the cast here. So yeah, that's another really good thing to eat. Dolmas. It's a Greek delicious little treat. They're grape leaves, stuffed grape leaves, and they usually just stuff them with rice. Some of them have meat in them, but most of them they use rice. It's really, really super delicious, and they soak those grape leaves in extra virgin olive oil that softens them so that they can turn them around the rice. It's so good. Those are great, and you can dip the dolmas into the baba ganoush or into hummus. Hummus is just another fantastic gluten-free, dairy-free, sugar-free snack. And it's a great way to get vegetables too, like if you're not real crazy about eating just the vegetables. It's Turkish actually. Thank you. Dolma itself means stuffed in Turkish. Thank you for clarifying that. I love learning these things. Okay, so dolma is Turkish, and the word dolma means stuffed in Turkish. So I will say that from now on. I appreciate that information. So yes, smiley face, yay. Okay, all right. So yeah, a lot of the Middle Eastern snacks are really great, aren't they? Yeah, cool. Yeah, it's really interesting because they don't use very much dairy. They use like feta cheese typically. They don't use very much gluten. They do have various spreads and things, but they're not throwing flour into everything like we do in the U.S. here. They throw flour into a sauce to thicken it. They throw it into a stew to thicken it. There's just like flour in so many different things. So those are great snacks that are gluten-free, dairy-free, sugar-free. Does anybody have any other ones that they love to eat that are gluten-free, dairy-free, sugar-free that you would like to add to the mix? Or any questions about the snacks that I've put up here? This Periscope thing is really cool, really fun. Anyone? Gosh, there's so many things you can eat. Hey, Kat! Awesome. Majority of Middle Easterners and Asians are lactose intolerant. Yes, the majority of Middle Easterners and Asians are lactose intolerant, also Africans. Simply because they don't have it genetically in their ancestry. Because they're not foods that are available in their regions, or at least not in the abundance that we have here. So I love all the snacks you were talking about. Though I'm scared of calories. Okay, great thing to say. No, I don't believe in calorie restriction. I don't. Fats do not make you fat. Sugars do. So when you're mixing, like I eat a lot of high-fat food all the time. And I started really doing this a lot a year ago after I was struck by lightning and it damaged my brain. And when that happened, I learned a lot more about fatty acids and how important they are. So fish oil is something that it's an absolute must-have in order. So I do a lot of fats. So yeah, it's crazy, right? Fats. So I really don't think counting calories is the way to go. It's really not the smartest thing. A lot of it comes down to food combining. So when you're eating these snacks, these great pestos and hummus and baba ganoush and these wonderful creamy yummy things, use vegetables with them rather than using something starchy. What do you think of coconut oil? There is a big buzz for coconut oil, and there has been for a number of years now, and yeah, a lot of people are talking about it. And I always tell people it has a lot to do with your own body and what works in your body. So like if you start eating coconut oil and you start noticing that you're gaining weight from it, it may not be the best thing for you in terms of fatty acids for you to use. But if you are start eating it and consuming it regularly and you're losing weight from it, it's doing what coconut oil should be doing. I personally do not use very much coconut oil. It doesn't feel right for me. I use a lot of avocados, a ton of those. I use extra virgin olive oil. It's just my number one pick, and that's what I like. So I always say, please figure out what's good for your body, what works for you. It's just one of the best ways. Your body's your own laboratory, and so just paying attention to it. So paying attention to any symptom that you might have after you consume something is really important. So yeah, again, fats don't make you fat. Sugar does. So anything that says low fat on the label, run. Don't eat it. That's a big reason why Americans particularly are so obese. It's because we've had this big fat-free craze, and a lot of people still believe that that's the way to go. So fats are absolutely important. Yeah, chemical shitstorm. Yes, exactly.